Most people don't think about where their networking gear lives until they're staring at a tangled mess of cables behind a desk. That is where this little wall mount enclosure comes in. It is a 2U rack, which means it is not trying to be a massive server cabinet for a data center. Instead, it is built for that specific, annoying problem of needing to secure a small switch or a patch panel in a tight space without making the room look like a construction zone. The first thing you notice is the build quality. It is solid alloy steel with a powder-coated finish that feels like it could take a decent bump without showing a scratch. It has a nice weight to it, which is always a good sign when you are bolting something to a wall. The front door locks, which is a simple touch but essential if you have curious kids or just want to keep things from getting bumped. Now here is the clever part. The punch-outs for the cables are designed to be removed from the inside. It sounds like a small detail, but it is actually a pretty smart security feature because it stops someone from just poking through the holes from the outside to mess with your connections. The side panels are vented, which is a relief because even small network gear can get surprisingly warm when it is tucked away in a box. It keeps the airflow moving just enough to prevent that heat buildup that eventually kills electronics. Inside, the mounting rails are already installed, so you are not fumbling around with tiny screws trying to align everything perfectly before you even start. They include all the hardware you need, including rubber grommets to protect your cables from the sharp edges of the steel punch-outs, which is a thoughtful inclusion that a lot of cheaper brands skip. If there is a downside, it is the depth. At 4 inches of interior space, this is strictly for shallow equipment. Do not expect to fit a full-sized enterprise router in here. It is meant for the essentials, and it does that job well. It is compact, it is sturdy, and it keeps the clutter off the floor. For a home office or a small business setup where space is at a premium, this thing is a solid, no-nonsense way to clean up your tech. It is not flashy, but it does exactly what it says on the box, and honestly, that is usually all you really want.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.